Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Yeah, Solana is doing what we were looking for here, a fifth wave to the upside. So that's looking interesting now. We certainly have a first impulse to the upside. I always need to say, bear in mind that corrective wave patterns also include two impulsive waves. But what we see here at the moment is possibly the 5-wave move that we were looking for as a confirmation that possibly something more bullish is going on, or at least a much larger bounce is coming. Because, and I'm going to relabel or put the labels on as they should be. But what we've got here is, here probably the wave 1 now, the wave 2, the wave 3. This was a long trade reversal area, which worked out. So congratulations for anybody who entered here. And then here the fifth wave to the upside. Yeah, I gave you a target range between 1563 and 1736. We're about to max that out. As I always say, these are ideal targets in a more bullish environment, and at the moment we seem to have some positive sentiment come back also to Solana. These can obviously be broken, so I would always recommend not to exit a trade too early, to just short because we're in a target area. These are areas where with a high likelihood the price should get exhausted, but in a very let's say bullish environment, or just an example, if we are in a bull market, which we probably are not yet, but if we are in a bull market, then these targets are regularly exceeded, and everybody needs to understand that obviously trade management plays a role in there, and that the trend is your friend until the end, and things like that. Obviously, these targets are good for take profits or partial take profits, but it can still exceed. So I think we are looking at something like this. I mean, that this move was a wave 3 is quite likely. This could have been a wave 4, and now we should see one more leg up. That would be ideal. It's important to understand, for example, in this scenario now, where do we set actually our stop loss if we're trading this? Because below which level will it be very unlikely that this is still a wave 4? That would be below the 50% retracement. So below 1520, we are probably gonna break down, yeah. Or at least need to think about a different wave count, maybe a 1-2 setup here. That would still have a chance above 1422. So it's mainly the first call would be in this case the 50% retracement. As long as we hold above that level, we should get this fifth wave with a high likelihood. And then we could say, okay, probably there that is complete. And this will now exceed probably the target range I initially gave you. We're gonna readjust that. And however, it is usually then the 78.6 retracement that is sort of the last chance for the bulls. That's in this case at $14.22. Even though I'm just thinking if I should readjust it possibly to here, because this could have been a 1-2 setup, and this is the 1-2 of that one. So to keep it safe, I would say we're looking at the 1373 level. Yeah, the 1373, if we break below that level, this move is probably not going to work out anymore. Again, I say many times, in like 90% of cases, if a price drops below the 78.6 retrace, it's not going to work out anymore. So now that you know the critical support levels, let's talk about this fifth wave and give readjusted targets. The targets were obviously reached, and now as we have reached them, let's readjust, and we might just do the pump as I do this video. So target would be, ideal target, yeah, we're talking here about $18 and $18, yeah. So if we break above 18, there's one more level that we can think about, 1930. And if we break above that level, then we can talk about something more bullish is going on, because the $20 level is critical. I did show you that before. The $20 level is really, really important, because we could have in an alternative wave count just an extended wave 4 to the upside, which would still result in a wave 5 down. At the moment, and I said that before, as long as we stay below $20, my assumption will be that we are still gonna get, with a high likelihood, another low. Above $20, we can talk about different wave structures. The reason for that is, if I draw the fibs, I can readjust wave counts here, in that I say we came down at a 1, here a 1, 2, 3, this is just a 4, and we come down once more in a 5. It would be a different wave count, it would be the alternative. But in this wave, but we need to understand those alternatives, because in alternative wave counts, obviously they can be the correct wave counts as well. And we also want to know what would be the invalidation point for a further downtrend. Now, the $20 level is not really an invalidation point, but it would increase the chances of a more bullish outcome here, yeah? And that would obviously be good for everybody who's hoping for a good recovery of Solana, and it would be good for the entire crypto market, to be honest. So that level is above $20. Because if we talk about this being a way forward to the upside, it should ideally not break above the 50% retracement. So watch out for that level. If we break above 20, then we can look at something interesting, and the next retracement then would possibly provide a good entry point. But again, I'm not telling you what to do. It's just what I might do, and because then we have a higher likelihood of actually going higher likelihood of success. Yeah, and that's my update about Solana. I will keep you updated. It's an interesting environment at the moment. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.